first arrive, they go through a quarantine process. The most important reason that we do this is to make sure that they don't have any diseases that they can spread to other animals in the sanctuary. So our quarantine building is not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it does have to be easy to clean, which is why they are in there. When the 5 tigers first arrived, we had to figure out which of them were going to stay together because we had an intact male who could not be with the females. So ultimately our decision was to put Amir and Guru together, the 2 larger males. The 2 females were going to stay together, and then Sultan, who was our other male, he was neutered and he had a really strong relationship with Deborah, so we chose to keep him with the females. And then we kept them separated in quarantine because we still had to neuter Amir. It was extra helpful on this rescue because these tigers came from a tropical environment and came to North Carolina in the middle of January. So they needed a little bit of time to acclimate to our weather. They went from sunny, tropical weather on the beach, and then within a couple of weeks of coming to North Carolina, they saw their first snow. So they needed time to adjust. They hadn't grown their thick winter coats. Their coats have already started to come in. They're a lot thicker than they were before. After their quarantine process was completed, we did not have an enclosure quite yet ready for 5 tigers. So we ended up making the decision to move them out into their more spacious natural habitats. So we have the 3, Sultan, Airah, and Deborah in one enclosure, and then we have the 2 males, Guru and Amir, in a separate enclosure, but the plan is to reunite them. We are making the largest enclosure we've ever had at the sanctuary because we want them to have plenty of space and have the choice to be separate if they choose to be. They all need their own den boxes so they can hide from the weather. And so we are actively working on that, and we are really excited to see these guys reunited in the future.